On the journey of life, we're all running in our own ways. Sometimes we give it everything we've got, yet the finish line is nowhere in sight. Sometimes we walk for a while before realizing we've taken a wrong turn. You might wonder, I've worked so hard, why am I still stuck? Or, I've held on for so long, why hasn't anything changed? We've all been there. Deep down, you know it's not because you didn't try hard enough. It's just that the road is long and full of twists and turns. So we start to question ourselves. Did I make the wrong choices? Did all my efforts go to waste? Were those detours meaningless? But as time passes, life often surprises us. You start to see that no step you've taken was ever wasted. Those wrong turns you resented might have actually helped you dodge something worse. The wasted time you regretted was quietly building your strength. The pain and frustration you thought were pointless were, in fact, shaping the person you are today. No road in life is walked in vain. Every step counts. It's not just a feel-good quote. It's a profound truth. It means every experience plants a seed for your growth. Every choice, no matter the outcome, teaches you something about yourself. Every footprint, no matter how shallow or deep, is proof that you've lived and moved forward. Think about it. Life is like a giant puzzle. The pieces you don't understand now will someday click into place, revealing a bigger picture. Only then will you realize all the confusion, all the persistence, all the detours were never for nothing. They were all quietly adding up. This simple sentence, every step counts, actually holds 3 layers of wisdom. The first, no road is walked in vain. Every experience, good or bad, is a lesson life gives you. They're not punishments, they're training. They teach you about human nature, strength, and forgiveness. Life wastes nothing. It just teaches in ways you might not recognize yet. The second, every step. A step isn't a giant leap forward. It's every little effort, every bit of persistence, every decision not to give up. Even if today all you did was read one more page or take one small step forward, it still counts. Life's meaning isn't found in sudden success, but in steady, consistent progress. The third, counts. To say it counts means time never cheats you. Every ounce of effort, seen or unseen, gets recorded somewhere. The results may not show up right away, but eventually they'll come back to you in another form, as wisdom, courage, or clarity. So this isn't just a comforting phrase. It's a way of seeing life clearly. It teaches us not to rush, not to fear detours, but to keep walking with faith and calm. When you truly understand it, anxiety starts to fade. You stop obsessing over wins and losses, and you stop blaming fate for being unfair. Because you finally know every effort, every setback, every moment of doubt is building something inside you. Life is never a straight line. Sometimes you'll move fast, sometimes you'll have to slow down. But as long as you keep walking, as long as you don't stop, you're already creating your own kind of miracle. Let's look at this truth from 3 angles. From the path we've walked, why no journey is ever wasted. From each step, why small moves still matter. And from what counts, why time always bears witness to your effort. Together, let's rediscover the power of simply walking and learn to see the quiet beauty in every footprint, because those footprints are the truest record of your life. There's no such thing as a wasted road. Every experience shapes who you are. Sometimes it feels like we're walking in circles. You work hard, but nothing seems to move. You treat people sincerely, yet get indifference in return. You give it everything you've got, but life still feels unfair. You look at others rising step by step, then look at yourself stumbling, exhausted, and lost. You can't help but wonder, did I do something wrong? Did I take the wrong path? But the truth is, there are no wrong roads in fate, only roads that aren't finished yet. We're all like travelers walking through the night. The light is dim, the distance unclear, and sometimes we can only see a few steps ahead, never the destination. That's when anxiety hits, when panic creeps in, when you feel like turning back. But life is designed that way. It makes you walk through uncertainty, because only by going through the fog can you learn to trust yourself. Every road you've walked has shaped you. Some made you smarter, some made you braver, some taught you when to stay silent, and some helped you understand what truly matters. Those moments that almost broke you were teaching you how to endure. The pain you thought would destroy you was actually helping you grow. Real maturity doesn't come all at once. It's built little by little. Your calm today is the result of yesterday's chaos. Your decisiveness today comes from all your past hesitation. Your wisdom today is paid for by the mistakes of your past. No experience is ever wasted. It may not bring instant rewards, but it always leaves a mark. That failed interview taught you to prepare. That broken relationship taught you to value yourself and set boundaries. That lonely night taught you how to be at peace with yourself. Fate works slowly. It doesn't explain things right away. But one day, long after the pain has passed, you'll understand why it all happened. Some people go through life smoothly, but remain shallow. Others face endless struggles, yet grow deep and strong. The difference is simple. The first walks lightly but learns little. The second stumbles often but sees life clearly. True growth isn't about never falling. It's about learning to rise again and again, with a smile. Some say, I'd rather not grow if it means I won't get hurt. But without breaking, how can you rebuild? Without cracks, how can the light come in? You have to go through it to understand it. You have to walk it to see it clearly. Your life has power because you've walked roads others were afraid to take. So never disown your past. Those failures, those tears, those moments of pain, they're all part of your story. You think life is punishing you, but it's actually shaping you. Picture a sculptor working on a block of stone. With each strike of the chisel, shards fly everywhere. It looks destructive, but only the sculptor knows. Each cut reveals the true form beneath. You are that stone. Every blow life gives you isn't to destroy you, but to carve you into who you're meant to be. All those difficult years, the rough paths, the unseen efforts, the misunderstood work, they're all turning you into a more defined, more complete version of yourself. One day, when you look back, you'll be grateful for the days that hurt the most, because without them, you wouldn't have the depth you have now. Every stretch of road in life counts. Its value doesn't always show up right away. It's a gift with delayed affect. Some roads may look meaningless, but every step, every mark you've left has been quietly laying the foundation for the strength and clarity you have today. Every step counts. Small, consistent effort is what creates life's miracles. One of the truths modern people most easily overlook is this. True greatness is almost always built on tiny acts of persistence. We love to talk about dreams, goals, and success stories, but we forget that most of life isn't about sprinting. It's about walking. Not every step will be exciting, but every step matters. Every page you read, every task you push yourself to finish, every moment you choose not to give up even when you're tired, all of it is quietly shaping you. You might not see the meaning right now. You might wonder, why am I even doing this? But time has its own equation. Every bit of effort, no matter how small, is being added up behind the scenes. The writer Haruki Murakami once said, "What running taught me isn't how to run fast. It's how to keep going, no matter how tired I am." Life is the same way. You don't need to do something earth-shattering every day. You just need to be able to say, I moved a little forward today. Those small, seemingly insignificant steps determine how far you'll eventually go. Think about bamboo. It barely grows during its first 4 years, but in the fifth year, it can shoot up more than 60 feet. Those quiet years weren't wasted. They were years of rooting deep underground. People are the same. When you're learning, training, and building your mindset, no one may notice, but you're growing roots. The deeper the roots, the taller the tree. No step is ever wasted. Even if today you only shuffle forward a little, that's still momentum toward tomorrow's breakthrough. The power of growth lives in the small things. Many people think they're just not lucky. They see others succeed easily while they're still stuck in place. But what they don't see is that every person who's suddenly successful once worked hard in silence when no one was watching. The singer shining on stage practiced that one song 1,000 times. The writer whose words move millions rewrote every line dozens of times. The entrepreneur at the top stayed up countless nights when no one believed in them. The effort you don't see is the real foundation of destiny. It's like making a movie. Those 2 dazzling minutes on screen come from months of preparation behind the camera. Life works the same way. Don't be fooled by results. What really shapes your future isn't the visible moments of success, but the invisible hours of persistence. Every step you take today counts, even if it's just reading one more paragraph, holding your temper one more time, or facing one small fear. As long as you're still moving, you're already ahead of most people who stopped. Growth doesn't come from giant leaps, but from walking small steps, many times, again and again. Every footprint you leave is building your future. Have you noticed that life never shortchanges those who keep going? The person who keeps exercising for years eventually looks in the mirror and sees not just muscles, but confidence born from discipline. The person who quietly saves money feels secure when life throws surprises their way. The person who learns a little every day speaks years later with more depth, presence, and perspective. Persistence is life's greatest form of compound interest. It doesn't change you overnight, but slowly, quietly, it makes you irreplaceable. So don't rush. Every bit of effort you make today is becoming a part of your story. Every small piece of progress, time remembers it all. Time will bear witness, the law of delayed rewards in life. Time is the fairest judge in the world. It doesn't get swayed by emotion, and it can't be bribed by fate. It sees exactly how much effort you've given. It just doesn't pay out immediately. In this world, there are no instant miracles. Every so-called overnight success is built on countless days and nights of preparation. Time doesn't reward you right away because it needs to make sure you've truly become the kind of person who deserves the reward. The years you spent studying may go unnoticed. The days you worked in silence may be ignored. The long periods you waited patiently may be misunderstood. But time knows. It keeps the record quietly for you. And one day, in a way you could never predict, it will return everything you've earned. Maybe as a new opportunity, maybe as someone who believes in you, maybe as a moment when you're finally seen, or simply as the realization that you've become stronger. You think fate is making you suffer, but it's actually polishing you. The days you don't understand, time understands. It knows why you hurt, why you endure, why you refuse to give up. It might not respond right away, but it always will. Delayed doesn't mean denial. Sometimes you ask, I've worked so hard for so long. Why isn't anything happening? But have you ever thought that maybe it's not that the result hasn't come, but that you're not ready to handle it yet? That's the kindness of fate. It never gives someone everything before they're ready. Because blessings that come too early can easily turn into burdens. So when you feel like saying, why isn't it working yet? What time is really saying is, hold on, you're still growing. Some flowers can only bloom after surviving the cold. Some people can only awaken through hardship. Time isn't ignoring you, it's helping you become whole. Because the true gifts of destiny never fall on unprepared souls. Every day you work hard, time sees it. Every night you keep pushing through exhaustion, time remembers. Every moment you refuse to break, time silently cheers for you. You think you're fighting alone, but time is right behind you, quietly pushing you forward. One day, when you look back, you'll realize all those efforts no one understood, all those struggles that seemed meaningless, were slowly transforming you. You've become stronger, steadier, and unshakable. And that is time's greatest gift. Time never betrays those who live earnestly. It's quiet, patient, but always precise. Fate might not give you the answer right away, but it will, at the exact right moment, make everything fall perfectly into place. From the road to the steps to time itself, no road is ever wasted because every path you take shapes who you are. Every step counts because small, steady effort creates real change. And time will testify because no true effort is ever forgotten. Life is a long-distance run. No matter how long the road or how dark the night, keep going, keep believing. Fate never abandons the ones who keep walking. It rewards those who never stop. When you've walked far enough, the road itself will answer you. Along the way, we've crossed mountains and valleys, tasted joy and despair, laughter and collapse, hope and hopelessness. There were times you thought the road was too hard, nights when you almost gave up. You felt like dawn would never come, like fate was playing favorites, like all your effort had sunk into the sea without a single echo. But look at you now. You're still here. After everything, you're still moving forward. You thought you were just surviving, but in truth, you've been growing. You're no longer desperate to prove yourself. You've learned to work quietly, to live steadily. You understand that when storms come, panic doesn't help. If you just hold on, the sky will clear. That is what real growth looks like. The answers of fate aren't waiting at the finish line. They're found along the way. Many people think life's meaning lies in arriving. But the truth is, the meaning is always in the journey. Those difficult, confusing, and lonely times weren't detours from your destiny. They were your destiny, teaching you how to trust yourself even when everything felt uncertain. What you're going through now isn't meaningless exhaustion. It's building in you a kind of quiet understanding. The understanding that patience isn't weakness, that waiting isn't surrender, that letting go isn't failure. These lessons are your deepest source of strength. Life isn't an exam. There's no standard answer sheet. Every step you take is your own unique response to it. It doesn't matter if you walk slowly. What matters is that you walk truthfully, sincerely, and with direction. You'll realize that the things that once trapped you have become the stories you tell. The places where you once suffered became the starting points of your maturity. Fate never makes you walk a road for nothing. Every mile farther you go brings you closer to who you truly are. When you grit your teeth and keep walking, the world quietly makes way for you. Many times, we think fate is against us, but it isn't. Fate was never the enemy, it's a teacher. It won't hand you easy answers, but it will test you until you discover your own. Some people curse their hardships and stay stuck in them. Others keep walking and find their way out. The difference isn't circumstance, it's faith. When you choose to keep walking through the pain, fate will eventually open a path for you. Because fate only fears two kinds of people, those who quit easily and those who never bow their heads no matter what. Which one are you? If you're the latter, then don't worry. Even if you move slowly, even if no one understands you, even if you can't see what's ahead, fate will eventually bend and clear the way for you. Remember, there are no effortless miracles. What people call miracles are just unseen persistence magnified by time. Don't fear moving slowly. Fear stopping completely. Have you noticed that life's biggest turning points often happen in those moments when you almost give up? You think you've reached a dead end, but if you hold on a little longer, dawn will come. You think no one sees your effort, but if you endure a bit more, fate will start to respond. That's how life works. Every important turning point happens when you least believe it will. So don't be afraid of slow progress. Every step you take today is paving the road for tomorrow. Every page you read, every effort you give, every pain you endure, it's all building a future you just haven't seen yet. No step is wasted because every one of them is shaping, accumulating, and proving who you are. How far you go isn't about speed, it's about direction and patience. You don't need to envy those who move faster or fear that you're too slow. As long as you don't stop, your destiny won't stop either. Every step counts. That's not a slogan, it's a law of time. When you look back one day, you'll realize it was all worth it. One day, when you've walked far enough, you'll turn around and see the road you've built yourself. The nights you cried, the days you couldn't sleep, the effort no one saw, the lonely persistence, none of it was in vain. You'll see that every misunderstood moment was quietly shaping a deeper, wiser you. You'll understand that fate never shortchanged you, it just made you stronger first, so you'd be ready for the happiness waiting ahead. Those detours weren't wasted, they were necessary training. They taught you that kindness isn't weakness, that hard work isn't a burst of passion, but a lifelong discipline. They taught you that real growth doesn't happen at the moment of success, but in those silent moments when you kept going with no applause. Only those who endure the dark truly earn the dawn. The deepest strength in life comes from every step you've taken. In this lifetime, we all go through 3 stages. First, the stage where you don't understand. Second, the stage where you can barely endure. And third, the stage where you finally look back. In the first, you feel lost and anxious. In the second, you hurt and doubt yourself. But in the third, you realize all the confusion and pain were leading you toward clarity. The deepest strength in life doesn't come from intelligence, luck, or shortcuts. It comes from the courage to keep going. The courage to move forward even when you know it's hard. The courage to keep trying even when no one understands. The courage to fall and still believe it's worth it. That's what it truly means when we say every step counts. Not because you walked perfectly, but because you walked honestly. Not because you beat everyone else, but because you didn't give up on yourself. So go on. Don't be afraid, the road is beneath your feet, and the light is ahead. There are no wasted roads in life. The paths you thought were wrong were actually leading you to where you're meant to be. Every effort time remembers, every persistence fate has seen. So keep walking. Even if the road is unclear, even if the wind is strong. Keep walking, because no road is ever wasted. Because fate never forgets. Because the light is always waiting up ahead. Every step you take now is creating a miracle in the future. Believe this, there are no wasted roads in life. Every step counts. Keep walking. The road will answer you. Time will reward you. And in the end, you will arrive at the place where your light has always been waiting.